Hello YouTubers, welcome back to GQ Diagnostics and Repair, where my job is to save you money. This morning I'm working on a 2007 Honda Pilot. It is a 6-cylinder automatic, all-wheel drive, and needs front brakes. And actually brakes all the way around. However, we're going to start with the front and work our way back. So I hope you find value in this video. If you do, please like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I will really appreciate it. Alright, so this is what we're going to do first. We need to remove the caliper. So let's see if we can turn this, give you a better view. The caliper is going to be 2 bolts, 14 millimeter. So we're going to use a 14 millimeter socket, ratchet. Oh, never mind. That was wrong. That is 12 millimeter. Give me a second. It's weird because actually the other side is just all right. It's a 12 millimeter ratchet. Break it loose. Two. Use a screwdriver. I'm going to put it right here and we're going to pull towards the outside of the vehicle so we can start pushing this caliper piston back in. Go slow, don't go too fast. Okay. Now when you do this part, make sure you do one side at a time, so that way sometimes you can remove both sides and you decide to push one and the caliper is outside, and depending how much wear you have on the brake pads, that caliper could be too far out, and when you push this one in, okay, the other one can start to push out and come out of the caliper. The piston can come apart. So to prevent that, just do one at a time and you should be fine. Yes, sir. As a side note. Okay, I want to use 1, 2. These 2 bolts should be the same, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, look at this. I'm going to put it here for now. Okay, as you can see here, these brake pads, they're quite low. They seem to be wearing even. For the most part, it's a little bit more wear on the bottom than the top, but it's very minimum. So we will, keep that. The next thing you have to do, make sure this one's sliding pins, they are actually good. It doesn't feel like they're stuck. If they're stuck, you need to lubricate those. Other way, the caliper is gonna bind. Okay. I think this is 17 millimeter. Let's see if we can break it loose just with the ratchet. 1. 2. Okay. Remove this. Those 2 bolts, again, they're the same, so no need to worry about it. And now this, for the most part, should come off. As you can see, sometimes if this gets stuck to the hub, put a little WD-40 here and tap it with a mallet like this, and that should take care of it for the most part. Okay. Next thing, you have some rust here built. So we're going to clean this so we can go ahead and and the battery, it is charging. I'm gonna use this tool. Come here. We have a little bit of buildup there. Hopefully you guys can see it on the camera right there. So that, I know it doesn't look like much, but more this, it will prevent from the new rotor to sit up against the hub and create a little bit of run out. That's why we clean this, to make sure a brake job is gonna last as long as possible. Anyhow, so this is how I do my brake jobs. The next thing we're gonna do is get the brake pads and replace the hardware here. Make sure here you don't have no rust built. Other way, the new hardware will be higher and it will bind those brake pads. Okay, so I will get that and I will continue with the video in a minute. Alright guys, so I clean up the rotor here. You know, put some brake cleaner to remove that little oil that it comes with to prevent rust. This is the part number that I'm using. Okay, quick disclaimer again, I'm not getting a sponsor by Duralast. I'm just showing you what I'm using. Okay, that's the part number, so please look at it. These are the brake pads that I'm using too. Again, I'm not getting a sponsor by AutoZone, Duralast, anybody. I'm just showing you what I'm using. Now here, I already installed the hardware kit that comes here. So we are going to install the brake, the caliper bracket. Gotta torque those. Now on this vehicle, the one with the wear indicator was on the inside. You can see the caliper there, so we're gonna put it was to the top, so we're gonna put everything the same way. This one, it doesn't have a wear indicator, so we're gonna install it on the outside. Wear indicator goes on the top. All right, so next probably we need to push the caliper back in a little more, so leave a space here. Now, very important, when you're looking at the caliper here, look at the boot, make sure it's not torn, there's no sign, so leakage fluid, very, very important. Let's see. Yeah, we need to push that caliper back in more. I'm gonna use this pliers, channel lock, whatever you want to call it. That's fine with me. Okay, that's it. We're gonna torque everything at the end. Now, this to make sure this area, it is nice on that groove, so that will help him with when you tie them up, if you try to spin, you want to stop there so you can tie this bolt. All right, so now you can see that the caliper move freely, both sides. Now we're gonna torque everything, and that will be it. Okay, so please make sure that you torque everything properly. I will put the torque specs in the description below. So again, I hope you'll find value in the video. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Leave your comments down below, and as usual, God bless, do your best, forget the rest, and I will see you in the next video. Later.